have you heard anyone use Bumble before?
Bumble, I think, yes. One of my old roommates used Bumble when it was like when it was like new. And I'm trying to remember. I don't think she met her now husband through Bumble. I think she actually met him through like the old fashioned
way,
like through friends,
through trust.
But I think she might have met him through like a Bumble date that went poorly, and then it like led to conversations, that kind of thing.
So one thing led to another.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember who else has used Bumble. We definitely have some mutual friends who have used Bumble.
Do you know the story behind Bumble and why it came to be?
Specifically?
So
I've always known it as the one where the girl makes the first move.
Yes, but before that is because the CEO and founder of Bumble helped create Tinder. She was one of the founders of Tinder, and I believe she was dating somebody who was on the board and creator Tinder together, and then she got let go.
Ooh.
And then that relationship broke off, and I think there was like a weird lawsuit that I think she settled on, and then eventually she created a Bumble, which basically is kind of the same interface, except like you said, it allows the female, the woman to initiate the conversation first.
I'm a little surprised she didn't have some sort of non-compete, honestly. That's surprising.
That's a damned on Tinder, really.
Yeah.
So, and now she's worth a lot of money. Yeah. Happily married, kids from I did research. I don't remember her name on top of my head, but it's a great concept. Yeah, so you kind of described it there, but you have the actual description in front of you.
Yeah, I'm kind of skipping ahead to like the specific, because there's like a whole bunch of buzzy stuff there's like 2 paragraphs of buzzy nonsense, and then the actual description: dating, friends, and networking. Bumble is at the forefront of matchmaking technology by providing an app that allows users to foster more than just romantic connections. The industry-leading app empowers users to swipe through potential connections across 3 different modes. 1. Bumble Date. On Bumble Date, women make the first move. We've changed the archaic rules of dating game so that you can form meaningful relationships in a respectful way. 2. Bumble BFF. Life is better with friends. Whether you're new to a city or looking to expand your circle, Bumble BFF is the easiest way to make friends. And 3. Bumble Biz. Now we're in business. Use Bumble Biz to network, find mentors, and create new career opportunities. Boys and girls, that's LinkedIn. But okay. That's LinkedIn and Tinder. But okay. So they're like, they give you a couple options for things. That's neat.
Here's what I don't. So I used Bumble briefly when I was dating.
I'm sorry. The description goes so much longer, and I'm not reading all of it. There's so much. Good Lord.
So I used Tinder briefly back in my early 30s, and interface was fine. I think the weird thing about it was, so people complain about Tinder, like there's hookups, and then guys are assholes and all that stuff. But here's the thing. So on Tinder, from what I remember, and it's been a long time, but at the time, you only could just chat, maybe send a GIF, I think, and that's it. Just chat and pictures, and that's it.
Oh, that's interesting. Are you sure? Like that can't still be the case, right?
Well, once you exchange phone numbers, it's no man's land.
Oh, you just slide
on the
DMs.
actual
Okay.
app, the actual app, you can only send messages or like GIFs, like graphic interface, whatever they're called. And with Bumble, it was weird because it was more advanced. It was like once the woman initiated the conversation, you could send like snaps, videos, photos in the app.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, that's kind of counterintuitive, isn't it? Like, all she has to do is say hello, and then it's like Dick City.
Which
right? It's
which
like
talking to our friends that we do comedy with.
Go on.
It does, and this is several of our single female friends.
Mm-hmm.
There are definitely a number of people who will do that shit.
Yep.
And they live in your very town. Hey, quick PSA. If you're the type of person who sends dick pics, please don't send unsolicited dick pics. Get somebody who's willingly like asking for the dick pic before you send it.
And before you do that, be a man and send it to Larry first at 864.
Nope.
Yeah, let him screen your penis.
Let me take a look at that peen.
Yeah.
Let me take a look at that peen.
He will judge your peen. And then he will send it to the respective woman you are trying to send it to.
I full disclosure, every single one you send me will be ranked as a 1-star.
Oh, but that's kind of actually also counterintuitive, right? Wouldn't that be like mansplaining?
Listen,
wouldn't you be like
most pictures of penises are not great pictures of penises.
Tell that to the Italians in their art. It's marvelous.
The statue of David has a very small penis.
Moving on.
Anyway, so Bumble. That's what we were saying. Anyway, what were you saying?
Take that, Michael.
Don't send dick pics. Anyway.
Yeah, that's just gonna be the description in the episode podcast.
To summarize, there's a lot of people who will send unsolicited dick pics once they get like matched on any of these apps.
Yeah, and it's just like, wow, okay, so we just spent that whole time trying to connect, and all of a sudden, blah, there you go.
Like, why would you? Why would you show everything?
Oh, that's a little baby's arm. Look at that.
Would you do that?
Veiny. All right.
Ick. Don't do that.
Ooh, it's like a different shade.
If the thought is, I guess the thought is that like, oh, like I would love an unsolicited boob picture, but I would venture to say that you might not. Not every boob picture is one that you would want.
Do you want both or just one?
A single boob?
Just a single boob.
I would be confused.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, just one boob.
Yeah.
Or like too close up of a nipple, like just a blurry nipple.
Ooh, like one of those like picture puzzles. Like, what is it? And then you have to zoom out, zoom out,
Who's
zoom out.
that Pokemon?
Who's that
Anyway,
pointy nipples?
Don't send unsolicited pictures of genitals or private parts, folks. That's all I'm saying.
In today's day and age with the cloud and all that, you absolutely don't. So, but in the meantime, you listen to 1-star reviews. We're going to read the reviews of the App Store for Bumble. We normally read bad reviews of good businesses in Greenville, South Carolina, but because of New Year, new you, new relationships, decided to have some fun with the theme of this run of episodes here. So here's Bumble. Here's one right here.
Oh, here we go.
Was good, but they removed free filters. Exactly as title says, that was one of the best features. So,
okay, what were the free filters? It's like Instagram filters?
I don't remember that part, but I'm assuming that's what that means. Like, I need to touch up, so I'm going to use this dating app rather than go to, like, literally your phone has that.
Yeah,
your phone has a filter that you can go through on the Photos app.
There's an option on Instagram that, like, when you take photos, it will save a copy of your touched up photo to your like roll.
There's like a number of apps.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Oh, really need the the right filter for my peen. Okay. Here's a review. Blocked for life. I was blocked from using the app years ago, and I'm still blocked. Apparently, if a girl lies and says you did something offensive, it's impossible to give your side of the story, and they automatically ban you, assuming you are only one in the wrong. It really is a joke. There seems to be a consistent theme I'm noticing between this app and Tinder in the last episode, and that is the general, like, rather than like police or investigate or anything, the general rule is like, we have so many of these complaints coming through, the doubt, the benefit of doubt is given to the person making the complaint. Essentially, they're like, all right, oh, you have a complaint, great, it breaks the rules, great, that person's banned. It's just like, there is no conversation about it. And like, for better or for worse, I get why they probably do that. They probably just have like a really large amount of reviews in cases.
So I think I'm figuring out what the filters meaning like sort filters. Because here's one here that says, filters are essential. I don't want kids. Most people do. What's the point of having the app if you can't filter them out now?
Okay. He's looking for girls who don't want kids too, or it's a woman. I don't know. You said it with a deep voice, so like I kind of assumed that gender.
Or maybe he's like, I already got enough kids. I don't know. Different circumstances. So so that makes more sense now.
Can I please read the name that they left for that review? By the way,
go on.
John Corporal is a homo.
Mm-hmm. That is exactly what it says.
Okay, I guess maybe it's a guy.
Yeah. Women have class. And don't do that kind of stuff.
I mean, there are probably some women who would do that, but it feels like a particular gender. I am assuming their gender.
So apparently, okay, so here's another one that kind of explains one of the story here. Lol at removing the free filters. I guess they really want people paying $30 a month to be able to have any sort of filters. I can't imagine using this app seriously now. I mean, you were using it seriously before, right? Just want to make sure.
Yeah. Would be 5 out of 5 stars. You ready?
Gonna give you a pleasant one.
Would be 5 out of 5 stars. But the premium plans are terrible. I bought the plan with 3 matches waiting for me. I matched with 2 and never matched with the third. I've matched with 10 people since, and the third is still very much visible in my likes you section of the app. I paid a premium for a feature on a dating app, and I don't even get all the people who likes me in my matches section. I've really gone through probably 200 plus likes without getting that last match. Ridiculous.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't have a head for the numbers. Is that bad?
To get 200 plus likes?
So that's the first step, right? It's like 200. So it's a like, and then there's like a next step.
So if you swipe right and someone else swipes right on you, just like Tinder,
Okay.
then it'll say like you and Sarah have a match. But then you can't do anything until Sarah starts the conversation.
Okay, so the likes would be like 200 people that you both swiped right on.
Right.
That both of you have swiped on, but then nobody has pursued it.
Meaning she has to pursue it first.
That's right.
So you're just kind of stuck. So it's like kind of annoying because, I mean, she probably has 200 likes herself.
Sure.
And she's probably going through her list. Sorry, guy. That's all I
Yeah.
can say. I'll say this too. I just not thinking about it. The way that was last read, it does seem like, from what I remember, that unless you pay, in this case, they've upped it down to $30 from what I can tell, that it'd be like, hey, you have a like waiting for you. It's like a friend saying, hey, he's got a crush on you.
Yeah.
I mean, can you put in a girlfriend? I mean, maybe. I mean, I could. So I've had that happen to a friend, like, just straight up was like,
We've all had that.
yeah, like, hey, she thinks you're cute. I'm like, then what do I do with that? I don't know what to do with that.
Who is she?
What do I do with my hands?
I don't know her.
I mean, appropriately. What do I do with my hands? I don't know. What do I normally do with my hands?
Nothing. Put them in your pocket, you
they're
fucking
sweaty.
weirdo. Why are you pulling down your pants?
Oh, no.
I said no peen photos.
No peen photos. Hold on. I gotta get a dramatic one for this one.
Okay.
Lol.
Might as well rename yourself Gollum, cause nobody likes your recent changes.
I don't really know what that means.
I don't.
Did I interpret that right, or am I dumb?
No. Well,
Is there something else called Gollum that's
Is
not
there-
Gollum, like Lord of the Rings?
Is there? Well, it's also spelled wrong. It's spelled like Gollum. It's like a misspelling of like the like a Gollum, but like
I'm not gonna edit that out.
I don't know.
But I'm looking up Gollum the way they spell it, and it's not anything. So I'm assuming I'm right. So let's
Yeah.
just go with that.
Yeah, weird.
It's okay.
Oh,
Hmm.
I just realized.
Go on.
I think actually my youngest sister's 22. I'm pretty sure she's used Bumble.
Does it empower her?
What do you mean? Does it empower her?
Because that's what it is. It empowers you to make the first move.
Oh, yeah. I think if I'm remembering correctly from her statement, it's that she has been creeped on way less there than on Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, that's good. Good for you. She's a good egg.
oh yeah.
Speaking of good egg, you got one?
Like just kind of flipping through them, trying to find a good one. Okay, how about this? Same greedy tactics as Tinder. I used to find a lot of match with Bumble. I even went out on a couple of couples of dates. However, after the recent update that removes the 2 free filters, I barely see anyone I really like on the app. Furthermore, you need to pay for premium for something that was free from the start. I'm not a fan of this app anymore. It's literally trash, like Tinder. I'd rather try my luck on Hinge, or better yet, do it the old-fashioned way and meet people. I hate this app now. Thanks, developers. 1 star.
Bogus matches. I signed up for premium and had like 10 likes max. The day it expired, I miraculously had over 50 likes. Eye roll emoji. Half of the guys never responded when I messaged them.
Oh, that's because they're all bots.
Yeah.
There's nobody real on it, actually.
They're trying to figure out what it is you like to message you back. Oh, how's dog?
Sorry, you were the only real person this whole time.
Is dog good? I like dog. That's how they respond. Or they say lol. Like, anytime that someone thinks you're funny without saying anything, that's your cue right there. So Hate to break it to you guys.
Oh my God. This is a long one. This one honestly might be like a pretty, I don't know if this one's a good summary or not. Hold on. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Pay to play. Badly. First off, my review was deleted. One eyebrow up. Latest update removes the ability to have only 2 advanced filters as a free account. Gender preferences are ignored. Accounts I have repeatedly blocked/reported still exist. Honestly, as a woman on here, if I ever actually made it to a date with some of the options, I would make sure multiple people know what I was wearing and where I was going, because some of the guys on this app strike me as seriously deranged. I should be able to filter out by height preference or children preferences. 2 advanced filters for a free account was fine. I could set a couple and change them later, except now you cannot do that anymore. Your only free filters are age and distance. The app had the audacity to ask me what rating I would give in terms of whether I was seeing relevant matches after this latest update. Of course, I wasn't anymore. There are couples. There are people that aren't single on this app. And once upon a time, this app was the most decent out there for a free account. It's not anymore. OkCupid isn't anymore. They definitely don't respect your filters, even though they let you set them up still. Zoosk is a scam. Coffee Meets Bagel is useless. In small communities, plenty of fish. Match, all premium costs with no return because the guys just want casual dating and hookups. Same on Bumble. That's what Tinder is for, people. I work full time, so this was at one point the easiest way to approach dating and feel comfortable with it because it restricted the barrage of creepy and perverted messages. I can't even filter out some of the creepy and perverted anymore. This app makes an already stressful and frustrating experience even worse. Hot damn.
As like you were getting so heated as a reader, the music got more sexual.
I know.
And I was just like, I was biting my lip the entire time.
That is frustrating. I mean, that would be very
Yeah.
frustrating if you did try out multiple things. You're like, I just want to be able to filter people, but you motherfuckers won't let me filter.
I mean, that is true. Like that
makes sense.
That is the biggest advantage of like,
You're not going to be into everyone, and you're going to save a lot of time if you can use the filters.
yeah, and that is like a big advantage compared to like traditional dating, right? Like you find out who wants kids, who has kids, preferences and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, okay, that saves you the time. And I'll save the next story for when we do the next episode on Match.com. But yeah, it's just, I can see where that gets frustrating. I can also see that the filters is definitely like, this is a lot of reviews has probably been in the last week alone.
I mean, that's kind of how the Tinder ones work too.
So so this that's coincidental, isn't it? Like that they both went through a major overhaul in the last weekend.
Seems like it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some developer responses actually in some of them. The further down I go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're what you think they are. Do you want me to read one? You took our filters! Why would you remove the free filters? This app is pointless now. I have values and religious preferences I can no longer filter for. Now I am wasting time swiping through hundreds of people I am uninterested in. You took an app that was supposed to help people find love and made it into an app solely out for money. What a shame. I'm done with Bumble. Developer response. Thanks for updating your review. We always appreciate feedback from our users.
Do they?
I have no idea. I don't know that they do.
It's that is such a gamble. I mean, people don't like change. Anything in general. I think that's
true.
That's just creatures of habit.
Rule of law.
I mean, I remember my own work. Like when we change pricing tiers of certain things that we offered. I mean, it was very. People didn't go down quietly. If that makes sense, right? Like, just people were like, I'm used to this. Like, why would you do this?
Inflation.
Yeah. That was basically some of it. Yeah. And just keeping up with the times. I mean, inflation goes up like 3% every year. So it's like, you got to stay alive. And also, I can imagine the opportunities of like the amount of money that, I'm not justifying like a mega giant corporation by any means, but like, I'm just saying like the opportunities missed on like how many connections were made that they could have done better business-wise of like, had we added this or done this, then there would have been more profits, more jobs, whatever you want to say, right? Like, yeah. I get it to a degree. It's like a dating app is like a torrent. It's like if I get it for free, then why would I even go to the movie theater?
Oh yeah, no, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's like if I can just meet someone for free, then what's in the purpose?
I definitely had that attitude in college when I regularly torrented. Oh no!
What?
They know now.
Great. Now they're gonna come for you.
Please edit that out.
Oh, God. You know.
Anyway, but now that I'm adult with an income, I will never go back to not going to a movie theater because it's way better. It's way better to watch it than like through someone's like trench coat. They filmed it on a camcorder in Russia.
I would beg to differ.
What?
The best thing two things I ever torrented that were really good. One was Hamilton. Before Hamilton came on Disney Plus, and they were touring.
Okay, yeah, no,
you were there when we watched the bootleg.
I watched your copy of it.
It was very fun.
It was pretty good.
It was like, all right, I get the gist of it.
Except that the sound quality wasn't great. So
I mean, it's a bootleg,
so you couldn't quite hear. And I was like, I hadn't listened to the album yet, so I was like, I don't know what the fuck is happening.
I don't know if it was that or if it was when Cameron and my friend Abby were singing over it while you and your wife were trying to watch it, and
Lauren was like, I don't think I like this. And I was like, no, I think there's something good here.
I think Cameron's just like off pitch a little bit.
And then, but then I listened to the album later and was like, oh fuck, this is sad.
Yeah, it's a very sad story. In general. I watched it with my kids, and I was like, oh no, I have to explain what an affair is. Great.
Right.
But then when I was much younger, in my like 20s, I bootlegged the X-Men Wolverine Origins movie.
Oh, I had that bootleg copy too, and it was madness.
Where it was not finished.
It wasn't finished.
It's so crazy.
There's so many special effects not
like
finished.
Ryan Reynolds on strings with no blades.
Yeah.
It like the scene where he fights Sabretooth in the middle of the movie. And it looks like a ECPI commercial with like the dummy drawings rolling around on the trucks, CGI.
So bad.
The end fight where it's like Deadpool quote versus them on the nuclear power plant, whatever.
There's just a blue screen.
Yeah.
It's just a blue screen.
Yeah. It's
with what's his face? The actor.
Hugh Jackman?
Yeah, huge Jackman.
Huge Jackman?
Yeah, no, there's like he's like lunging at the colonel at the end, and he's like on strings, and he's got like the fake claws kind of held in his hands.
Yeah.
And he gets shot in the head, and they just like paint a piece of blue to be like, that's where we'll do the digital effect.
I was hanging with my buddy Ian at the time, and I had a few beers in me, maybe a couple shots, and he was partaking in recreational use of
torrenting.
Yes. And I remember we both were kind of like slow, right? Because we were having a good time. I looked at her and was like, something feels weird. Because I thought this meant like when it said unfinished.
I thought this movie was going to be good.
Well, I thought like when it meant unfinished, like they didn't finish like filming the rest. Like maybe we won't get the ending, so we get to like wait.
When will they write a good plot?
Yeah, so then I was like, oh, when this is unfinished, like, oh, they didn't edit it. Whoa, what is going on?
Yeah, special effects aren't fully done. But
Yeah.
and also this plot is garbage. Who's going to finish writing this?
I enjoyed watching that bootleg more than I did the actual movie.
No, that actual movie is not very good.
It's so bad.
not
And
good.
the CG in the end is bad.
It's also not very good.
Like they
claws
CG'd
look
his
like
claws.
garbage.
Like when he's in the bathroom and he slices through the sink. I was
It's like, ooh,
oof.
stop doing close-ups on it, please.
Yeah,
Stop
yeah.
it. Stop it, movie.
Yeah. Anyway,
And this is how I got my jacket. It was an old man with a farm.
exactly. Side bits from the Bumble episode, but you love it, audience. We love you too.
We love you. I would swipe. Hold on. What
you
would do?
You would Bumble them?
I would Bumble you.
Yeah.
And I would ask before I sent you any pictures of my parts. I would ask.
He's got them ready too. He's got an album of just those on his phone.
Right. I'm just waiting for someone to ask for
And
them.
if you want them, you just text 864.
No, I need you. Also, I need you to edit out that I have pictures of genitalia on my phone. Please no. Please no.
Maybe I will.
I have friends who listen to this.
You got family too.
I don't mind if strangers hear this, but not family. Not my friends.
Sorry, George. I mean, maybe I'll remember to edit it. Maybe I won't.
You won't.
I know. I don't know why you asked. I have a very busy life, Larry. I don't have time to remember your
I know
shit.
you. I almost know. It's a bit. I always know you're never gonna do it. I'm like, oh, I should have said that. It's out there now.
And then one day I will leave your real phone number in the episode notes.
No, please don't
and
do
then
that.
when you get requests, you'll know why. People are still demanding.
Close out this episode.
People are still wanting to know whether you have a rotini penis or penne.
Wait, have you actually? Wait, are you actually doing the emails? Are you checking emails?
I mean, one person said it was a macaroni. No, I'm kidding. But two people did ask. Man.
Close out this episode.
This closeout is brought to you by anywhere you listen to Voices on Google Play, iHeartRadio. Give us a like, subscribe, whatever to, and follow more episodes. We've done over 75 episodes so far. We're going to do more. We're approaching the 100th episode in a couple of weeks. Enjoy more episodes from Greenville, South Carolina, as we review good businesses and their bad reviews, because we like to troll on trolls, and enjoy dating out there as bad as it is. Make the best of it. Have fun with it.
Have fun with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, life's too short. Don't let the non-free filters ruin your day.
We hope you find that person for you.
And
We hope it.
maybe have some fun in the mystery of not knowing what they want. That's called a conversation, folks.
What? Oh,
Finding out what they want.
finding out what you.
Yeah.
Well, you just like grab them by their shoulders and say, "What do you want?
Do you want children? Tell me now.
Tell me if you want kids. How do you feel about Jesus?"